Hey YouTube, I'm back again. First and foremost, I want to congratulate Hansel Aguero for winning the Nationals. Congratulations. Piloted a TG Tengu deck. I think we're all looking forward to see his deck list. But Tengu is quite the card. A little bit on the broken side. Probably will end up being a 2 on the ban list. Not this one. If not this one, the next one. More and more people will come up with answers. But when the card adds tremendous control to an explosive type deck, one thing that was nice to see though was the plant engine didn't just automatically win, even though it does help a lot in that deck. But as promised from my other videos, from the Lost Sanctuary unboxing, that I would do a agent deck video, and I happened to stumble across 2 Archlord Krystias, people trying to get rid of them now that they're being reprinted, and I was able to build an agent deck. And my first tournament using it, my first real time using the deck, I've played a little on Dueling Network, but my first time using the deck, I went 7-0, 14-1 in duels, and I had a really good day at locals. And this is the build that I was running, so I figured I promised that I would do an agent build. Now, for those who are listening, this is a money build. This is not your budget agents. This is a until you get Pot of Duality and those 10s and Krystia, it's not a very cheap deck, but it's still a very effective one, as obviously shown today. So we'll get right into it. 3 Master Hyperions. This is like a Dark Arm Dragon. Every time I draw this, I always feel a little bit better. It's just a really strong card. 2700 attack, 23D, destroy stuff. You get this onto the field and can keep it there a couple of turns. You probably won't, because you're going to consistently destroy every back row. You're going to have a space smashing ground set up every turn. 3 Agent of Creation Venus. This card's awesome. The 1600 body matters at points, and the fact that you get the shine balls and you go plus. This card on its own plus 3s, and the shine balls and the Age of Synchroings, they really do a lot. So 3 Venus, you want to draw it better. 3 Earth. This is the Stratos of the deck. Awesome card. It lets you get, if you play the Sanctuary build, which is a more budget build, it'll let you search out Mr. Hyperion. I'll be calling him Mr. Hyperion from now on. Earth, is a tuner, which is beautiful. And one of the big plays in the deck is to use Duality and cards in the sky. So you can get to Earth, summon Earth, grab Venus, set a bunch of back rows, protect them, use the back rows to protect the Earth. Next turn, Venus, shine balls, Trish, Krystia, game. It's a very, very potent play, and it's a free +1, which this deck has quite a few of. This deck will maintain card advantage well. 3 mystical shine balls. Surprisingly good. At times, just sets up a wall while you build up your plays. It's shine ball. If you know how the deck works, you know how shine ball is. Double Archlord Krystia. This card is destined to go to 1 on the ban list, I believe. Played against a TG deck today, and a Tengu plant deck. Drop Krystia, and it was basically you have Dark Hole, or I got it. There's not much you can do, because I'm not running this into a deep prison. That I'm going to probably try to get Hyperion out to destroy. 2 Herald of Orange Light. Pretty cool card. It's like an Effect Veiler, but better, because it destroys and hits almost anything. Herald of Orange Light is going to be able to... It's a tuner, which is another nice option. So this deck plays 5 tuners. Just to be able to destroy is nice. And graveyard effects. It stops a lot of different stuff. Herald of Orange Light is one of the better cards for the deck. I find myself siding it out because I didn't fully need it, but it's still a good card. Gellenduo, 1 Gellenduo. No, I decided to go with Gellenduo today instead of a 2nd Jupiter, because I like the fact that it can't be destroyed by battle at 1700 attack. So it kills King Tiger, it kills Tengu, and it doesn't die. And if it stays on the field, you could tribute it for 2 summons worth for Krystia or Hyperion. So I really did like that. Gellenduo won me a few games today. I only sided out against Gladiator Beasts for obvious reasons. So that's Gellenduo. 1 Honest. Self-explanatory. And one Agent of Miracles Jupiter, nice beating ability. When I already had the whole field set up, there were a lot of times that I would just summon Jupiter, I would summon Earth, grab Jupiter, and then just use cards from the sky, just to get rid of it. Okay, onto the spells. 3 Pot of Duality. Nice that this is going to be a super rare soon, but Pot, in this deck, it just speeds up your plays. It gets you to Master Hyperion faster. It lets you get Krystia. It lets make sure you get Earth. You know, it makes sure your opening hands aren't going to be crap. You know what I mean? The Sanctuary builder is prone to some crap hands, and this deck with 3 pots, it really can't really get that many crap hands. You're guaranteed to get basically what you need at the time. Also, to help that cause, 3 cards from the sky. It does have a lot of drawbacks, but so does Pot. And use the same turn as Pot of Duality, or use turn 1. This card could be lethal. This card could set your whole entire hand up to a point where your opponent is not going to answer. You're going to draw all your good traps, and you're going to be able to set up a Krystia play by turn 2 or 3 to have Krystia out. Okay. Double Mystical Space Typhoon staple. A little tech choice from me. I like 1 White Elephant's Gift. I liked opening up because you only need 4 monsters to trish. And there were a lot of times that I would get the 3 shine balls, you know, and I would gift one of them. That way I would get a free +2. Nice little extra draw power for the deck. I'm only playing 1 because if you play more than 1 by the turn 4, it's dead. And if you draw this, like, you know, too late game, if worst comes to worst, you can bluff it. You know, it's not that bad. Most of the times it came in handy, but I can see why some people wouldn't want to. But this card came in handy most of the time. It never really found its way to be completely dead. 1 book, 1 Reborn, 1 Dark Hole. No need to explain that. Check my other videos for about why those cards are good. If you don't know, well, figure it out. Solemn Warning, staple, wins games on its own. Dimensional Prison, see Solemn Warning. Torrential Tribute, some people were saying that they don't like it in control decks. As far as I'm concerned, I normally hate when people say this, but it's too good not to run. This card could change and turn the tides of a duel in 1 shot. 1 tools, staple at least at 1. So maybe most of my other decks I play 2, but just 1 here. I have a lot of destruction. I'm able to get around 1 Royal Oppression. Card's broke. There are some decks that you can't get around a simple oppression. So that, Mirror Force, Solemn J. So that's basically the deck. You know, I've played 9 traps, I believe, yes, 9 traps, and that's the whole point of the opening hand, you know, of the deck. And again, I saw much success with the deck today, and I hope if you want to try this build out, please go ahead. And I'll be doing quite a few deck profiles soon. I have a zombie one for the post-Generation 4 zombies. I have a new Dark World deck profile, and a Worm profile. Worms did really well in the European qualifiers, so I will do a lot of deck videos coming up, and probably a few unboxings and other things like that as products are released. I'm considering having a contest to win a tin. You subscribe. Anyone who subscribes and can get me the most subscribers will win a tin, or I might try to host a tournament on Dueling Network for it, but we'll see. Do it, and obviously it'll be one of the new Pot of Duality things. So with that, that's pretty much all for the Agent deck. Really, really good deck. Wins in Japan for very good reason, and I can see it being a top tier deck for quite a while. So with that, I leave you guys, and thank you for enjoying it. Please subscribe.